So right now we're out for some grocery shopping, and this thought just came into my head, and I thought I need to share it with everybody. I don't know who would be interested in listening to me, but the thing is that I was just thinking that I write poems a lot, and I discovered that I could write poems only during COVID when I was going through a really tough time mentally and physically as well. But it was more of mentally challenging period for me. So during that time, I one day I sat down and I was feeling so many emotions. I was so overwhelmed that I just took a paper and I wrote down whatever I was feeling and going through. And turned out it was a poem. I never thought I would write a poem. Never. And I think I was in my early 20s back then. So, not even my school time, not during my college days, never. Never even once I thought I could write poems. But that day I realized I have written something that I didn't even know I could write or could do. So, it was a beautiful poem. And now, after all these years, I've written like almost 30 plus poems so far. And it's not like I could write whenever I feel like I should write a poem. I could only write it when I'm feeling a particular emotion like very strongly. So that's the only time when I could just take my pen and write whatever is making me feel that way. So yeah, that's why. Sometimes I used to write like one poem per week. Sometimes I never wrote anything for like months. So far I have this collection of poems, and now at this point I should kind of put it out in the world. So I was even thinking of launching my own book with a collection of all the poems I've written so far, and also give readers the circumstances during which I wrote that poem. So, but somehow that didn't happen. So I kind of tried to reach a lot of poems publishing houses and magazines who could publish my poems, but nothing has worked yet. Nothing has worked out yet in my favor. But I have this feeling that I know my poems are worth millions. I don't know why I feel that way. Because one day there was this one poem that I was writing, and it's not like I was writing it. I never write my poems consciously. Like it happens as if I am downloading something from somewhere and I'm just writing it down. So I wrote it. As I was writing it, I wrote one word that I didn't even know the meaning of. Like I had no idea what it meant. So I checked up online what it meant, and it was perfectly fitting the tone, structure, rhyming structure of that poem. And I still don't know how I found that word. And this wasn't the first time that it happened. It has happened multiple times. Like I'm writing the poem and I'm writing words that I never even knew the meaning of. Like suddenly I'm just writing a new word. I'm like, where did this come from? So somehow I know that my poems are not mine. They are from somewhere higher power. So I've just downloaded it. So I know what they are worth of. So I know that someday they will get the recognition that they deserve.